Good evening, dear viewers. Tonight, I will tell you a story that will make you think about what lurks in the darkness. Get comfortable and prepare for a journey into the world of fear. In a small town, lost among the forests, there lived a girl named Anna. She was an ordinary teenage girl, but with one unusual hobby. She loved exploring abandoned places. One day, while walking through the old streets, she heard a legend about an abandoned hospital located on the outskirts of town. It was said that terrible things had happened there and that the souls of the deceased still wandered its hallways. Anna, being curious, decided she had to see this place with her own eyes. On one autumn evening, after the sun had already set, she gathered her courage and headed to the hospital. The trees around were bare and gloomy, and the wind howled as if warning her against this endeavor. When she approached the building, her heart began to race. A feeling of fear enveloped her, but curiosity won out. She pushed the heavy door, and it creaked open as if inviting her inside. It was dark and damp inside, the air saturated with the smell of mold. The flashlight she had brought with her pierced the darkness, and Anna began to explore the hallways. Every step sounded loud and threatening. She peeked into one of the wards and saw old beds covered in dust and cobwebs. Suddenly, she heard a faint rustle that made her freeze. Anna turned around but saw no one. It must be just the wind, she thought, and continued on her way. She reached the main hall, where old chairs and broken tables stood. Suddenly, she noticed strange inscriptions on the walls, as if someone was trying to say something. All at once, a faint moaning sound came from one of the doors leading to the basement. Anna's heart beat faster, but she couldn't resist the temptation to find out what was happening there. She approached the door and, knowing it might be dangerous, opened it. The basement was dark, and the sound grew louder. "Help!" whispered a faint voice that made her blood run cold. Anna felt fear gripping her, but she decided to go down. Descending the stairs, she saw an old cell where, it seemed to her, someone was actually locked inside. Suddenly, the beam of her flashlight fell on the wall, and she noticed a face. A face distorted by fear and grief. It belonged to a woman who seemed unable to escape. Anna, overwhelmed with horror, stepped back, but then she noticed the woman reaching out to her. "Help me," she whispered. Panic seized Anna. She turned and rushed back to the stairs, but at that moment, all the doors slammed shut with a crash, and she realized she was trapped. Whispers echoed around her, growing louder, and the air grew cold, as if someone was watching her. Anna tried to find a way out, but the hallways seemed to shift. Every door led to a new ward full of fear and horror. The whispers became more persistent, and she realized they were the voices of souls that had found no peace. Suddenly, a dull sound echoed, and in the distance, she saw that very woman. She was closer than ever. In a panic, Anna rushed to the side but stumbled upon something cold and sharp. It was old medical equipment. At that moment, the woman approached, and Anna saw madness in her eyes. "You shouldn't have come here," she said with a terrifying laugh. Anna realized she was trapped with no way out. At the last moment, her flashlight went out, and impenetrable darkness filled everything around her. She felt the darkness consuming her as the whispers grew louder, merging into one collective scream. Since then, no one has seen Anna again. They say her spirit now wanders the hallways of the abandoned hospital, whispering warnings to those who dare to enter. Thank you for listening. Remember, sometimes it's better not to know what hides in the darkness. Good night.